Despite criticism from all sides of the political spectrum, the House passed a bill tonight to suspend the country's debt limit until 2025. The deadline to get the bill on the president's desk remains this, as the country is expected to run out of money come June 5th. Cassie Simeon has more from Washington, D.C. She joins us now. Cassie?
Well, Alex, the bill faced heavy opposition from the very conservative members of Speaker McCarthy's party, as well as some very liberal Democrats. Ultimately, McCarthy had to rely on Democrats to help push the bill across the finish line tonight, and now it heads to the Senate, where it also faces opposition. After days of heated public debate and pointed backroom conversations, the House passed the Fiscal Responsibility Act in bipartisan fashion, agreeing to raise the debt ceiling into 2025 in exchange for spending restrictions over the next 2 years, and an expansion of work requirements for the nutrition aid known as food stamps.
Tonight, we all made history, because this is the biggest cut and savings this Congress has ever voted for. And it's not that we're just voting for it. This is going to be law. $2.1 trillion.
The White House worked overtime to sell the bill to House Democrats. The strategy ultimately paid off.
Perfect shouldn't be the enemy of the good. In this case, I think that the alternative of a default is much worse, and I, for one, am a pragmatist, not an ideologue, and I want to improve the lives of the people, and sometimes it is about preventing a catastrophic crisis.
Some members on both sides of the aisle are less than thrilled with the plan. Some Republicans are even threatening to make a move to topple California's Kevin McCarthy as House Speaker.
I believe it's inescapable that it has to be done. It is unfortunate that Kevin decided to fritter away that advantage that he had gotten, because it would provide Kevin the opportunity to become an historically significant speaker. He could be the person that would finally see battles won and the direction actually turned. It's very unfortunate he backed away from that.
But it's unclear how many members actually feel the same. Many Republican members supported the deal, arguing McCarthy did the best he could given that Democrats control the Senate and the White House. The bill now heads to the Senate for consideration. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says they plan to take it up in the coming days, despite some Republican senators threatening to hold up the bill.
We want to get it done as soon as possible, as soon as possible. We are going to do everything we can to move the bill quickly, and we cannot send anything back to the House, plain and simple.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has said that the U.S. could run out of money to pay its bills by June 5th if legislation isn't passed to raise the nation's borrowing limit. That means the Senate only has a few days left to get this bill passed and send it to the president's desk. Alex?
Thank you so much, Cassie.